Are you looking for the best charging station? I have compiled a list of top 5 charging stations this year. These charging stations are hand-picked based on the overall design, hardware, customer reviews, and expert reviews. I will show each of the charging station's strengths and weaknesses. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description down below. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Number 1, Hercules Tough Charging for Multiple Devices. Claiming the top spot overall, the Hercules Tough Charging Station for multiple devices is our recommendation for a multi-device charging station for most people. This sleek and compact charging option has 6 USB ports, each capable of delivering up to 2.4 amps. It includes a selection of short USB cables to cut down on the clutter and has integrated stands for up to 6 tablets or phones. Each slot can accommodate a device in case up to 0.76 inch thick, with fairly tall dividers and non-slip padding in each slot to help keep your devices where you want them. It charges most devices at their maximum rate while exuding a simple, clean aesthetic. One drawback is that it can take a little bit of effort to keep this charger looking clean. The clear plastic dividers tend to show fingerprints and the non-slip pads can attract dirt and dust. The Hercules Tough is also limited to a combined output of 10 amps, so your devices might charge a little slower if you put a high-power consuming tablet or phone on every port at once. This shouldn't have too much of an impact on overall charge time, and we highly recommend this station to anyone who wants an all-in-one charging solution for their USB-powered devices. Number 2, SIIG 90W 10-port USB station. The SIIG 90W 10-port USB station is our top recommendation for anyone who needs to routinely charge more than 6 devices at once. The SIIG has 10 USB ports, each capable of outputting up to 2.4 amps, and vertical holders for up to 8 tablets or phones. It also sports a charging deck with a non-slip rubberized surface to hold a 9th device in optimal viewing position, perfect for keeping an eye on your phone while it's charging. It's a great way to cut down on the clutter and keep all your devices charged and organized in one place. This charging station has a fairly plain, minimalistic design with an eye-catching LED nightlight encircling the charging deck. While the SIIG is a superb option for anyone with a lot of device charging needs, it does have a few flaws. There is no ignoring the fact that it is one of the larger products of the group, and our judges were split on its visual appeal. The charging time will decrease a bit if you have a larger device on every single port at once because it can only source a combined 18 amps total. You also can't turn the LED light off, and it's bright enough to disturb some people if it is kept in a bedroom at night. The SIIG doesn't include short charging cables, and we could imagine using longer cables could result in a giant tangle of USB cords in a short amount of time. Despite these shortcomings, the SIIG is an excellent option if you have a large number of devices to charge at once and don't mind purchasing additional short cables separately. Number 3, Ceneo 3-in-1 Charging Station. If you have a full set of Apple devices, then the Ceneo 3-in-1 is a fantastic option. This sleek and compact unit has a Qi-compatible wireless charging stand for your iPhone, a cradle and lightning cable for your AirPods, and a holder for an Apple Watch magnetic charging cable, making it a convenient all-in-one charging station for your Apple products. It holds this trio of Apple devices securely and attractively, and even includes a QC 3.0 USB power adapter. You're also given the option of splitting this charging station in half if you want to charge your phone and accessory devices separately, though you will need an additional cable and charging brick. Speaking of additional accessories, we were a little disappointed that you need to supply your own Apple Watch charging cable. We also weren't enamored with the connector between the two halves, discovering that it almost always fell apart when moving the Ceneo 3-in-1 around if we weren't careful. The odd contrast between the gloss and matte finish on the charging stand also makes it look a little weird when it doesn't have devices on it. It's a great charging solution despite these drawbacks, and one of our favorite choices for Apple fans. Number 4, Anker PowerPort 6-wall charger. With performance similar to the RVV Power desktop charger, the Anker PowerPort 6-wall charger is another high-capacity USB power adapter that makes an excellent budget charging option. It can charge up to 6 devices at once, with a maximum output of 2.4 amps per USB port and 12 amps total, making it an effective tool for recharging most USB devices at their maximum rate. It's available with either a white or black outer case and features a fairly basic and unassuming design that blends in well to most settings. On top of all that, it costs much less than many of the other multiple device charging options, making it an attractive bargain option. The Anker PowerPort also shares many of the same flaws of the RADPower desktop charger, namely the tendency for your devices to look cluttered and the cables to get tangled if you utilize the charging station at its maximum capacity. We also found that we slightly prefer the RAV-Power desktop charger to the Anker PowerPort. When it comes to looks, the RAV-Power is available in more color options and has a less angular design. However, this does come down to personal style preferences when choosing between these two 6-port chargers. Or you could just go with whichever one has the lower price tag when it's time to buy. Number 5. COTEC Wireless Dual Charger. If you need more wireless charging capability than the Anker PowerWave stand or the UTEC charging pad offers, then you should check out the COTEC Dual Wireless Charger. Its larger charging pad can charge a pair of compatible devices at once, allowing you a convenient all-in-one charging solution if you have a smartphone and set of wireless headphones, for example. The COTEC can also charge 2 phones at once if needed. It's relatively low-key in the style department with a unique texture that looks alright. We noticed the COTEC can be a little finicky when it comes to the placement of your devices, particularly with larger smartphones. The surface also isn't very grippy, so phones are easily bumped out of position. It is a little on the pricey side. You could usually buy 3 to 4 single wireless charging pads for about the same price. However, it's hard to argue with the convenience of charging both of your devices on one pad.